Hey guys, English Pastry here. In today's video, you're going to learn all about shotguns and how to use them. Let's go. Now if you guys know anything about FPS games, shotguns are close range weapons almost exclusively. TSG and Boss G. There are many different shotguns in the game, but these can be categorized in three categories: automatic shotguns, pump shotguns, and semi-automatic shotguns. Automatic shotguns are, as the name suggests, automatic. You can hold on the trigger and watch in fear as you get a bunch of hit markers. Maestro and Alibi boast the only automatic shotgun in the game, with the ACS-12. Not a good weapon, but it's great for trolling. Now pump shotguns, the real difference is that after each shot you have to repump the shotgun. Pump shotguns, if enough bullets hit a person, should be an instant down. Now the third type, semi-auto shotguns, are probably the most common type of shotgun. These shotguns require you to pull the trigger again and again, but you do not need to pump it. It's just a combination of the two other shotguns. Now all shotguns can make large holes in any soft wall. However they, like any other gun in the game, cannot shoot through bulletproof items or reinforcements. You can open up hatches and holes in the ceiling or floor with a single shot to open up a line of sight. For soft destruction, the range of each shotgun is 7 meters. Laser sights do not affect this range. Adding a laser sight on the shotgun makes the spread of bullets smaller, however it does not increase the range in any way. The regular range of each shotgun is 20 meters. You could shoot and do damage to someone 20 meters away, but you will barely do any damage due to fall-off damage, and the fact that you won't be hitting the enemy with as many pellets. The obvious advantage to having a shotgun at close range is that it shoots multiple pellets and has a large crosshair. You don't need to hit someone straight in the head at a perfect angle with the shotgun. There is a much larger margin of error. You don't need to have good aim to be good with the shotgun. That's why, on console, shotguns are insanely good. You don't have to have spot-on aim with the shotgun, which is very difficult to do on console. If you don't believe me that shotguns are insane, try it. You'll see a difference in your close-range 1v1s. Now shotguns aren't all good. The obvious disadvantage to having a shotgun is that you can't engage in any long-range combat. So whether or not you should play a shotgun should really depend on how you plan on playing that round. If you plan on holding a close angle, some choke point, or you're just going to make a real effort to get in close range fights, you should consider running a shotgun. Now on defense, it's actually necessary for someone to bring a shotgun. Whether it's a secondary or primary, you need one. Impact nades can only do so much as far as opening rotate holes and setting up the map. And setting up the map is probably the biggest advantage that defenders have. They get to set the map how they want to get the advantage in gunfights and positioning. Plus you have a whole 45 seconds to do this without having to worry about enemy players. Setting up the map can net you some easy kills without taking any damage. Make sure you use that highly destructible map to create your own advantage. I'll be doing a demo of this later in the video. Now which operators should you run with shotgun? On defense, smoke and mutes are obviously musts. If you're going to run one of these two, you want to run shotgun. You could do that because of the SMG-11, probably one of the best secondaries of the game. They have it. I will say that the newly buffed FMG-9 is actually pretty good and can be used, but if you don't have another operator running shotgun, then you really need to run it. Now other operators you might run, not as common anymore, but you might see Ella, the FO-12, actually a pretty decent shotgun. You could maybe run a Pulse. I see some people use the Pulse shotgun. These are both semi-automatic shotguns, so if you do miss a lot of shots, I would recommend running these. Other shotguns, as of right now, the TCSG-12 on Kaid and Goyo has not been nerfed. It is a very difficult, but also very good weapon. You can literally two-shot anybody with a shotgun. However, with the proposed nerf in the test server, the shotgun doesn't seem nearly as good. It will take more shots to kill people, so really, unless you're running it for soft destruction, I don't really recommend running it in the future. Now, as much as I've been hyping up shotguns, I would not recommend running on attack, even on someone like Sledge who has the SMG-11. The difference is that an attacker, you don't need to run shotgun. As attackers, you have breaching charges, buck, and sledge to open up any necessary holes. Plus the only other reason to run shotgun as a defender is to hold choke points you set up. As an attacker, you aren't holding in choke points, you're attacking them. Using long-range angles and utility would play more into your advantage as an attacker. Plus, if you run shotgun as an attacker, and you have to swing on someone holding an angle, you are not winning that gunfight. Now, for attachments on shotgun, it's really your choice. Now, if you have the option to run any muzzle or vertical grip or something like that, make sure you take advantage of this. Now, for your laser sights, it's really your choice, but I personally like to run it on all shotguns because it makes the bullet spread smaller. You can shoot people from farther ranges. It's just a lot better. The only reason to really not run it is that if you need larger holes, or if you're really afraid that someone will see the laser. Now for sights, it doesn't really matter to me. I'll run iron sights, reflex, hollow, red dot, really whatever I'm feeling, to be honest. Alright guys, now I'm on border and I'm going to show you guys how to set up the map. A lot of times people kind of overcomplicate kills. They think to kill someone, you have to be insanely aggro, have great aim, yada yada yada. But the truth is, more often than not, you can get just easy kills from manipulating the map. And I said this before, on defense you have 45 seconds to do this. So now I'm here on the border, and your first priority as shotgun player should be opening your rotate holes. Ideally you want to make rotate holes on places that you can't get angles from, so you can't get angles from the front door. So on the border, a good one would be right over here. After you're making a rotate hole, your next order of business should be opening it up above reinforcements. So I'll reinforce this wall real quick. A lot of times you'll see maybe thermite players go back here and open up the bathroom for a back push. Actually, I'm kind of dumb. I'm actually on the wrong map. But if you want a map where this is soft up here, you can make holes at the top of it, and you can impact trigger, throw a C4 over. Actually, you can throw a C4 over right here, but you get what I mean. Moving upstairs, I'm going to show you some nice angles that you can get from the upstairs. That's what I recommend you do next. I would only recommend making these kill holes if you plan on a long hold of the top. If you're planning on short holding it, you probably want to reinforce the hatches and not make any kill holes. But if you're going for the long hold, you can open this hatch, and I recommend you reinforce this wall. And then you can make kill holes looking down on certain angles. So right here, you can open this one here, open this one right here, and it goes right into this window. So if someone jumps in, that's an easy kill. Make one right about here. And you can see this leads right into the front door. If I can open it up right. It leads right into the front door, so you can easily watch this if someone's trying to come through. There's not many other ones you probably want to do on this objective. So that's it for those holes. Now I'm going to show you something I actually do sometimes, kind of cheeky. Bullet holes and punch holes are actually really good. It's hard to see, and especially this one right here, you can stand up right up here. You can make some punch holes. If I get it, I'm probably not in the right spot, but yeah, it's good enough. You can see I can see right in front of the front door. So someone to come through, usually they would check here, maybe over here. They're not going to check right up there. And that's a quick crash course on how to set up the map with shotguns. Alright guys, now I'm going to show you guys how you would fight with a shotgun. So when you get into a fight with a regular shotgun, you're probably going to be want to be closer than 5 meters away. When you're playing a shotgun, you also likely be tucked kind of behind a corner or a wall. You're not going to be running gunning as a shotgun player, except one exception, FO12 on Ella. If you've never seen that on console, what's wrong with you? Anyways, most of the time an attacker will be pushing you, and you'll have to. And if you have the aim, you should be able to just easily one-shot them. But the attacker, they'll have the peeker's advantage, which kind of basic explanation of peeker's advantage. They'll basically see you first. So to kind of combat this, you want to use your positional advantage. You have the ability to position yourself anywhere you want in the room. Attackers, usually when they're going to come through the door, they're going to be aiming at head height or maybe crouch head height. So an easy way to get this positional advantage, you can just lay down. In most scenarios, that will be an easy kill for you. Unless they're expecting it. If they're somehow expecting it, I don't know what to say. Another way to win kind of a gunfight is an unexpected swing. By unexpected swing, I mean when they're throwing a flashbang in or nades, or If you're just kind of sitting tucked behind this corner here and the enemy's distracted, you can just kind of just easily swing in, easy kill. One thing you have to really be aware of when you're doing this is numbers. If anyone else is watching this, you're kind of done for. My biggest tip to using a shotgun is to play unpredictable but smart at the same time, not taking huge risks. If an enemy starts to get close to the door and swing, you might be able to catch them off with a little counter swing, because they might expect you to be kind of tucked here. Doing something like this is exactly like I said. Unpredictable and not as big of a risk. Everything I've been talking about really relies on your game sense. That's when the game sense will shine through the most. It's very situational based and whether or not you move. And you know the best way to improve your game sense? I'll probably end up saying this a million times on the channel, but play the game more. There are always ways to speed up that process, like watching this YouTube channel. But if you want to get better, you gotta put in the time. Do you guys know what shotguns go well with? Subscribing. If you like this kind of Rainbow Six Siege content, please leave a like and subscribe. If you have any suggestions for future videos, comment them down below, and I will see you guys next time.